What's up, guys? Finally I'm coming at you with another video. I know it's been like 3 weeks, a lot of stuff going on. I just been like super busy with work and in the car. The cam stuff has been an ongoing process. I got the cam and it took about 2 weeks. I was without the car for 2 weeks. Here goes some pictures. The car was totally apart. I guess in the 2019s they literally have to take the whole front clip, well, not the whole front clip, but like most of the front end apart. So like the bumper comes off, all the radiators, all that stuff, and then like you can see in the picture all the way down to the block, so you can see like the pistons and everything. It was a really big job. And then the car got all put together, and then on the dyno, we ran it on the dyno before the throttle body. So here goes the dyno run. What was that run? 457. Here is the 95mm throttle body. It's going to be the conversion kit, the LT5. So this is going to be an upgrade on the throttle body that we're going to see the dyno results. Did it do anything? Yeah. Now on the dyno run, it wasn't 100% running right, and it was about 109 degrees outside, so that kind of gives you an idea of what was going on. So like the tuner was saying that he felt that the car could be pushed up over 500 horsepower on the Mustang dyno, but it didn't feel like it was running right, and something was going on with the E85 kit. I don't know if it was because it was like 2 weeks that the sensor was dry, and I don't know if like my sensor for the E85 went bad, so that's gonna be one thing. So all these runs that I did on the dyno were on 91 fuel, and so what we did is swapped over the throttle body. So I got a bigger throttle body. It's a LT5 conversion kit from Genetti Racing, and it was interesting. We put that on and it actually lost power. So we paid like roughly $400 for this throttle body, and it lost power. I think it had to do something with the tune, because as the RPMs were going up, the throttle was the ECU was closing the throttle. So really, the bigger throttle body, you figure more air, but somehow like the ECU was trying to protect itself and closing that throttle. So the higher the RPMs, it was just ended up losing power, which was kind of weird. So there was the dyno run. We were trying to tune it and get it all dialed in, but it's still right now not running as it should. I mean, it's obviously a lot more power. So roughly, I think it might have been like 406 or 410 before the cam, and now it's on 91 gas on that same dyno. And then after the cam, it ran 470. But he said he was pretty confident that it could go up to 500. So like a 90 horsepower to the wheel gain on that cam alone, totally worth it in my opinion. So like, I know a lot of people either go cam or they go supercharger, and if you have the money, you do both. I didn't, so I just went for the cam route, because supercharger wise, you can gain like 150 horsepower, and if you go more extreme with the build, you can get even more. But I don't know. I just wanted something that's gonna like add horsepower, and I'm not gonna lose the reliability. And really, the kit for I went through Texas Speed, and the kit that they put together for me was $1,300, and then to have the cam installed was $2,200, and that was including the tuning, the dyno tuning that you saw. So you put that together. What are we at? 22, and then it's 32. 35, so $3,500 for the cam. Now most supercharger kits are even more than that, and that's not like you have install and all that stuff. So it's a lot cheaper than a supercharger. I love the sound. It's not like a super aggressive. I do have some chop to it, but I went for a stage 1. The reason I went for the stage 1 is because I explained like what I was looking for in the build of my car. I didn't want to change the torque converter. I didn't want to lose drivability, and I wanted it to be reliable. I drive this car every day. My family's in it here and there. I really don't want to break down, so I'm not I'm not at the racetrack or racing my car all the time. So I really wanted something like that sounded aggressive at idle, added horsepower, but I didn't want to go like that stage 4, like all the way race car mode. So I went stage 1, and that before and after I thought was pretty cool to see on the cam. And then also it was interesting that that throttle body actually lost power. So the jury's still out on that one. I talked to Genetti Racing, and they said it had to do something with the tune, which I believe is right, because my tuner wanted to talk to them and say, hey, what is there a secret or something? Because those guys sell a lot of those, and they've tuned 2019s, and I talked to them, and they wanted me to go through them for the tune. So in upcoming episodes, I got the full kit to tune it myself. Well, not tuning it myself, but I'm gonna have all the hardware to get linked in through HP tuners. I'm gonna show you guys that. Tuning the transmission, I'm gonna have to send that out to get unlocked, and through Genetti Racing, they're gonna remote tune my car, and then I'll have to send them data, and it's gonna be a whole process of getting the car tuned that way. I just haven't had much luck in getting the car fully dialed in here, and I've been spending money along the way. Doc's Performance, they've been great. They did my cam. It took a little bit longer, but I feel like they did a really good job. Everything, there was no leaks. Everything is, I mean, I would say that it's running, but tune-wise, it needs to be running better. So I'm going to be going through Genetti Racing and seeing if I have better luck that way. But I mean, all along the way, there's been like hit and miss. Like the one place I had the headers put on, they did a great job with the headers. But then I had some issues with finding a place tuning it. And then Doc's Performance ended up getting it tuned. Now Doc's Performance did a good job with the cam install. And then now it's like fine tuning the tune. So I'm hoping that going through Genetti is going to be my best option, because I'm going to be driving the car more and sending more data, whereas with the other performance shop, it was kind of on the spot and making sure that the numbers were safe. This is going to be a little bit different, so it's going to be custom tuned to how I drive it and how it's performing. And also, right now, it doesn't have the transmission tune, so that's going to be something different. And I'm excited to see where it goes. After it's all said and done, I know I keep going to a Mustang dyno to get these numbers. I'm going to be interested, once the car feels like it's dialed in, to see what it runs on a Dynojet. I know all the dynos are different. Maybe I'll wait until like the weather's better, so I don't keep running this thing at like terrible temperatures, but that's what you got. I mean, it's the summertime and it's in the desert, so it's going to be hot. So maybe in the fall when it cools down, maybe I'll try to find a Dynojet and just do runs to just see what horsepower and torque level it's at on 91 and E85 if possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and here goes a little video of what it looks like at, or what it sounds like at idle. I apologize that when I took the video, for some reason my phone, I record these videos with my phone, it knocked over the 1080p, so the quality's not as good. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and stay tuned for the next episode. I'm going to be working on trying to get this transmission tuned. That's going to be a process, and then getting the car almost retuned, and I'm going to have the software and have it remote tuned through Genetti Racing. So see you guys in the next one.